take? We have to take a box, because it is open from the one side, so he will stick. Okay, so it won't able to open with any paper. कोई भी पेपर से स्टिक कर देना है ताकि खुल ना जाए. Now what he'll doing is cutting a box in the middle, okay, square. Now he has cutted the with the black, and he will stick it that square. He's attaching what you are saying, translucent paper, okay, pressing paper. Now he is covering with the black paper whole box. So he has covered all four sides of the box with the black paper. Okay. Now he will cover this part with black paper, piece of paper. So he is adjusting. So he can stick a square properly. Okay, now he is attaching that paper. Okay, this white paper is tracing paper. Okay, and now we will measure the center point. We'll take out the center point. Okay, and he'll put a hole. We'll make a hole here, and he'll put again a tracing paper. Now, now it is working. It means that it is working now. Okay. Okay. आपको पता चला everyone how to make pinhole camera? Yes, Rabia. Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Have you any other girls? Kanis Sakina, Meghani, Amreen, Fatima, Kanani Sakina, Muhammad Dallu, Nayani Zainab. Have you have you got any ideas? Okay. We'll learn in details in this activity. Okay. Now we had seen that how to make that pinhole camera and how it is useful. Okay. We will see everything in detail in this activity number 5. Uh, sure. Who will read? I want
Ma'am,
Narendra.
can I read Modesa Rajani?
Yes, Rajani.
Yes, ma'am. Ac- Activity number 5. Take two
You have to read
boxes.
it from the top, beta. 11.3.
Okay, ma'am. 11.3a. Pinhole cameras. Surely we need a lot of complicated stuff to make a camera. Not really if we just wish to make a simple pinhole camera. Pinhole camera are in
Okay, pinhole camera is very simple to make. Okay, so you don't need any complicated stuff. Okay, what you will need, we have seen that only a box or tracing paper, black paper or black cloth, or and a fevicol. Okay, so we just need few simple things which can get from the home only. With the with this simple stuff, you can make it a pinhole camera by your own in your home.
okay, ma'am.
Now you read activity number 5.
Yes, ma'am. Activity number 5. Take a boxes so that
Two
one
boxes.
can
Okay,
take
here we
two.
have seen, okay, we have seen very simple, okay, but here it is given with the two boxes. अब दो टाइप से बनाया जाता है, वो वाला जो हमने देखा था वो सिंपल था, ओके, और ये जो हम बना रहे हैं वो एक बड़ा बॉक्स और उससे अंदर छोटा बॉक्स स्लाइड करके ऐसे बनाना है. सेम थिंग जो सेम ही है, मगर जो उसने एंड में ट्रेसिंग पेपर लगाया दिया था ना वो दूसरे बॉक्स में लगाना है और दूसरा बॉक्स अंदर फिक्स करना है. सेम थिंग, ओके, बट लिटिल डिफरेंट.
Okay, ma'am.
Take two boxes.
Take two boxes so that one can slide into another with no in
Gap
between.
in between. Okay, you have to take.
Gap.
Okay, you have to take two boxes. Okay, so one is big and one is slightly smaller than the first one. Okay, so it will be slide inside. Okay, अंदर चला जा सकता है वो ऐसा box. Okay, read.
No gap between them. Cut open one side of each box. On the opposite face of the large box, make a small hole in the middle figure point 11.5a. In the smaller box, cut out from the middle a square with a side of about 5 to 6 centimeter. Open square in the cover this open square in the box with
Dressing paper.
tracking paper tracing
Dressing paper.
paper tracing paper
Translucent.
translucent screen. Figure 11.5b. Slide the smaller box inside the large one with the hole in such a way that the side with The tracing paper is inside. Figure point 11.5. See, your pinhole camera is ready for use. Holding the pinhole camera, look through the
Smaller box.
smaller box.
You should use.
You should use a piece of black cloth to cover your head and the pinhole camera. Now try to look at some at some distance objects like a tree or a building through the pinhole camera.
Hold on here. Okay. Now here it is said that you have to take two boxes. So box number one. Okay. So this is box number one and this is box number two. Okay. Now this one is bigger. Then box number one is bigger and box number two is bit smaller. Okay. So you can adjust this in this way. Okay. So you can slide it down in this first into second one. Okay, so what you have to do? What you have to do? A hole in this box here, and you have to cut that square. Okay, हमने जो देखा था ना square cut किया था फिर translucent sheet लगाई थी. The same thing you have to do in box number two. Then you have to slide the this box into. Okay, so what you have to do? You have to cut the sheet. You have to cut that this box from here. Okay, so it will go inside the box. Okay, so this is pinhole camera. Okay, and you have to and what they have said that you have to cover. Okay, so जब आप देखो ना तो आपका head और आपका box दोनों black से cover होना चाहिए, black sheet से. Okay, so उसने क्या जब हमने जो देखा था उसने पूरा directly black paper से cover कर लिया था. So you can do it in both way, this way also and that way also. Okay, I'll share this video with in group. Okay, so you can see and you can make it in your home. Okay, so this is how pinhole camera is made. Okay, and pinhole camera in with the help of pinhole camera you can look objects like tree, buildings. Okay, so it is like fun with fun activities. Okay. Okay. Now who will read? I want Nurani Rosmin Fatima.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, read it for me, please.
Yeah, ma'am.
Pinhole camera.
In her in her camera.
Yes, beta, start reading.
Yes, ma'am. In her in her camera are a brilliant
Right.
sunshine. Sunshine. Move the smaller box forward or backward till you get a picture of the tracing paper. Tracing paper pasted at the other end. At this pin whole image different from this shadow. Look through you pin whole camera at the ve-
Vehicle.
at the vehicles and people moving on the road in brilliant
Bright,
sunlight.
bright sunlight.
Bright sunlight. Do the picture see in the camera? Show the color of the other on the other side. Are the image direct or upside down? Surprise.
Now, the pinhole camera, you have to do an activity. You have to look to the buildings, to the trees. Okay. Of pinhole camera, you have to see the vehicles and people moving on the road. in bright sunlight. There is light, proper light. You can see with the pinhole camera images very clearly. Okay. So they are asking you some questions. Okay. When you are seeing with in pinhole camera, the objects, the color objects are. You can see the color of the object, yes or no. Okay. So you have to look at the camera and you have to answer it. Let us reading. Let us now image.
Let us now image the sun without pinhole camera. We need a slightly different setup for this. We just need a large sheet of cardboard with a small pinhole in the middle. Hold the sheet up in the sun and let its shadow fall on a clear area. Do you see a small circular image of the sun in the middle of the
Okay. Now
of
what
the
you have
card?
of the cardboard sheet. Okay. Now what you have to do? You have to see the image of the sun with the pinhole camera. But you have to do little bit changes. Okay. You have to take a large sheet and you have to make a hole, pinhole. And now with the help of that pinhole, you have to see the shadow of the sun. Okay. So can you be able to see with this small circular image? Okay. So with the small hole, do you see the small circular image of the sun in the middle of the sheet? Yes. See. So look at this pinhole images sun when an eclipse is visible from your location. Okay. Now you can even see the eclipse. Okay. With this pinhole camera. Adjust your pinhole camera screen. Get clear images before eclipse. Okay. You have to adjust your camera and before everything because before eclipse. Okay. So you can don't waste the time. At the images as eclipse began. You will notice that part of sun image is gradually becoming darker as eclipse starts. Never ever look directly at the okay the main point. Okay, now eclipse yani surya grahan. Okay, eclipse begins. You will notice that the sun will become darker gradually. Okay. So now that could be, and this is the important line that you don't have to see the sun with your naked eyes. Okay, जब eclipse होता है, then you don't have to see with your eyes. Okay, directly you have to see with the glasses or with the pinhole camera. Because because it could be a very extremely harmful for the eyes. Now who will read it for me? Malkani Rabia.
There is an interesting pinhole camera in nature. When we pass under a tree covered with large number of leaves, notice small patches of sunlight. 11.6 pinhole images of the leaves pinholes. These gaps are all circular images of located
Wait with me 1 minute. Okay. Sun when
so much.
now there are pinhole cameras in nature also. When sometimes when you pass under the tree covered with large numbers of large numbers of leaves, what is happening? You can see this type of image in the pinhole. See the small patches, the sun image. This is also an example of pinhole. I want Nurani Rosmin Fatima to open the microphone.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, start reading, beta.
Buju has this true, we say, upside down image of people on the road with our pinhole camera. What about the image of the sun? Did we notice them to be
down.
upside down of anything like like
He has another
each has another true?
thought. Okay.
Truth. Sir, sorry, all this result that we are seeing formation of the round
Shadows.
shadows and pinhole image are possible only if light moves in a
Moves in straight path. Okay. Okay. Off your microphone. Okay. Very good. Very good. Now with the pinhole camera, Bujo is thinking that can we, if we are doing ups and down camera, can we see the images of the sun? Okay, he is thinking. And what Pahel is thinking? Pahel is thinking that we can see all this result from the pinhole camera. Is the formation of shadows. Okay, and also she is thinking that if the light passes in straight way only, then only we can see the images. But if the light passes with the bend object, okay, in the bend object we can't able to see the light. Okay, so we are here is the activity number 6, where it is proving that with the help of straight object you can see the light. Okay, you hear this. If the boy is looking with the straight pipe, he can see the candle over here. Okay, the light of the candle. But when he is seeing with the bent pipe, he is not able to see this light, because light is the property of the light is that light will pass in straight object only. Okay, so he can see the light of the candle in figure A, but he cannot see in figure B because it is the object is the pipe is bent. Okay, so read it. Okay, just इतना ही बताना था पूरी एक्टिविटी में, मैंने जो बता दिया just we will read it. Okay, yes, Nayan, Zainab, open your microphone.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, start reading. Activity number 6.
Activity number 6. Let us use a piece of a pipe or a long rubber tube. Light a candle and fix it on a table at one end of the room. Now, standing at the other end of the room, look at the candle through the pipe.
Figure 7. So 11.7a.
Figure number 11.7a. Is the candle visible? Bend the pipe a little while you are looking at the candle. Figure number 11.7b. Is the candle visible now? Turn the pipe a little to your right or left. Can you see the candle now? What do you conclude from this? This suggests that light travels along the straight line. Isn't it? That is why when opaque object obstruct it, shadow forms.
Okay, as we have learned about the opaque and the shadows. Okay, opaque object forms a shadow. Okay, so because of this properties only. Okay, the light is passing through straight line. Okay, so that it is passing through a straight line, opaque objects form a shadow. With this activity, you can see that when the boy is looking with a straight tube, he can be able to see the light, okay, of the candle. But he's bending a tube bit, he's looking to the candle, but he can't be able to see because light is not passing through the bent object. Okay, light will pass when the object is straight. So now we will do mirror and reflection. Continue, Zainab.
11.4 Mirrors and Reflection. We all use mirrors at home. You can look into the mirror and see your own face inside the mirror. What you see is the reflection of your face in the mirror. We also see reflections of other objects that are in front of the mirror. Sometimes we see the reflections of trees, buildings, and other objects in the water of a pond or a lake.
Okay, now
This
okay, wait, hold on. Mirrors and reflection. Now, what is reflection? When you look at the mirror, okay, जब हम कांच के सामने देखते हैं तो we can see our image clearly, okay, that is called reflection, okay. When we are looking at the mirror, we are seeing ourselves, okay, there. That is a reflection of our body. That is called reflection. Okay, now you can see the reflections of buildings and other objects in water of a pond or a lake. Okay, so when you see in lake, you can see the reflection in water of nearby subject. Okay, yes. Now who will read? I want new face, please. New voice, please. I want Princess Jamani to open the microphone.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, can you read it for me, please? Activity number 7.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
This activity should be done at
Ma'am,
night
can I
or
read?
in a dark room.
Of course.
Ask one of your friends to hold a mirror in his her hand at one corner of the room. Stand at another corner with a torch in your hands. Cover the glass of torch with your fingers and switch it on. Adjust your finger with a small gap between them so that you can get a beam light. Direct the beam of the torch light on the mirror that your friend is holding. Do you see a patch of light
Right.
on the other side? The 11.8 now.
Okay. Now adjust the direction.
Adjust the direction of the torch so that the patch of light falls on another friend standing in the room. This activity suggests that a mirror changes the direction of light that falls on it.
Here is an activity.
There is an activity that shows light traveling along straight lines and getting reflected from a mirror.
Okay, now we have to do this activity. In this activity, you will learn 3 people. Okay, one who is holding the torch. Okay, one who is holding the torch, one who is holding the mirror, and the other one who is getting reflection of the mirror. Okay, so what the boy is doing, the one who is holding the torch and throwing the beam of the light in the mirror. Okay, so this girl will adjust the mirror to the boy face. Okay, so he is adjusting the mirror and he is reflecting the light to the boys in the boy's face. Okay, so this activity shows that light is passing through straight and it gets reflected from mirror. Okay, so हम reflect कर सकते हैं mirror से, उसकी direction भी change कर सकते हैं और light is passing through straight line only. Okay, this is the main point of this activity. Yes. Yes. Where is Rabia Bashri? Yes, Rabia.
Yes,
Bashri
ma'am.
Rabia. Can you read
Yes,
it?
ma'am.
Can you read activity number 8, please?
Yes, ma'am. Activity
And can
number
I,
8.
Aisha?
Okay, Aisha, maybe it's next time. Sorry, beta. I forget it. Okay, let Rabia read and then you read. Okay.
Activity number 8. Fix a comb on one side of a large thermocol sheet and fix a mirror on the other side, as shown in figure 11.9. Spread a dark colored sheet of paper between the mirror and the comb. Keep this in sunlight or bend a beam of light from a torch through the comb. What do you observe? Do you get a pattern similar to that shown in figure 11.9? This activity gives us an idea of the manner in which light travels and gets reflected from a mirror.
Okay. Now in this activity, what you have to do? You have to take in thermocol sheet. Okay. This is thermocol sheet. Okay. You have to adjust a comb here and a mirror here. Okay. In slightly turn. Okay. Bend way. In a bend. You have to keep the comb straight and mirror bit slant. Okay. So now you have to put a beam of light. Now, what you have to do, you have to put a beam of light. Okay, you have to flash a light. Okay, because of this light, you will get two shadows here. One with the comb and one other with the. Uh, so this light is throwing reflection in mirror. So you are getting two shadows here. One straight shadow with comb and one a slant shadow with the help of mirror. Okay, so in this activity is showing that is giving idea that the light travels and the reflected of the so the get reflected from the mirror. Okay, so how is traveling and how this light is getting reflected from the mirror. Okay, so the
Yes.
if mirror is okay, the mirror is in slant, so we are getting slanting shadows from the mirror. Okay, and the comb is straight, so we are getting straight reflection. Okay, shadows of sorry straight shadows of the comb. Okay, so this is just for the knowledge. Okay, we have finished this chapter. Now we will do some summary. Yes, Aisha.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, read it for me. Summary point number 1.
Opaque objects
Not opaque,
do,
but
do
opaque.
opaque objects do not allow light to pass through them.
Okay,
Number
point
two,
number 1. Opaque objects do not allow, as we know that opaque इसको ही बोलते हैं जब light pass नहीं होती है. Okay, so opaque objects do not allow the light to pass to them. For example, you can take a wood, a piece of wood, a piece of iron. So wood and iron is not allowing light to pass. So this is an opaque object. Number 2 point.
trans, transparent objects allow light to pass through them and we can see through these objects clearly.
Clearly. Okay. Now transparent objects allows light. जो लाइट पास करने जो ऑब्जेक्ट लाइट पास करने देते हैं ना उसको ही ट्रांसपेरेंट ऑब्जेक्ट बोलते हैं. ओके, सो through because of transparent object we can see through inside the object. Okay, clearly. If you can take a good example of glass of water. Okay, when you are having glass of water with transparent glass, you can see okay how much water is inside. Okay, so because of this transparency we can see the clear object or anything inside it. Okay, now point number 3, Aisha.
Yes, ma'am. Translucent objects allow light to pass through them
Partially. Okay, so
partially.
ट्रांसलूशन ऑब्जेक्ट इसको ही बोलते हैं जो अलाउ पास, लाइट तो पास करने देता है बट हम उसको क्लियरली देख नहीं सकते, थोड़ा थोड़ा देख सकते, थोड़ा थोड़ा नहीं देख सकते, उसको ही ट्रांसलूसेंट ऑब्जेक्ट बोला जाता है. सो यू कैन टेक एन एग्जांपल ऑफ द ग्लास इन विंडो. Okay, this is a good example of translucent object. Or you can take a good pressing paper, जो हमने देखा था ना पिन होल कैमरा में बनाते हुए. That is a good example of translucent object, where you can see through but not clearly, just partially. Yes, number 4 point.
Shadows are formed when an opaque object comes in the path of light.
Now, shadows are formed when opaque objects come through the light. As I told you, when अभी हमने जब बात की थी ना, ये जो shadows की comb की वो सब बात हुई, तब comb is an opaque object, so it is forming shadow. Opaque objects only form shadow. As I told you that when light passes directly, okay, straight line, the opaque object will form shadow. So shadows are only made from the opaque object. Now next point.
Pinhole camera can be made with simple materials and can be used to image the sun and brightly light objects.
Okay, now pinhole camera is made with simple, as we have seen in our activity that to make pinhole camera is very easy with all simple materials. Okay, so you can use it, you can make it with the simple material, and you can use the image of sun and bright light to see the objects. Okay, now next.
Mirror reflection give us clear image.
Okay, as we are looking at the mirror is giving clear images. Okay, जब हम अपना देखते हैं ना, हम अपने आप को देखते हैं तो mirror is showing clearly. Okay, so mirror is reflecting clear image to us.
Images are very different from
Shadows, yes, as I told you that images are sometimes image shadows are different, as हमने देखा था ना ये एक्टिविटी में कि you can make ये एक्टिविटी में. Okay, so you can make an animal with this shadow. Okay, so sometimes it is not giving a perfect and accurate image. Okay, so sometimes images are bit different with the shadows.